CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Congratulations, LA Dodgers, World Series champions.
Derek Tran represented a man accused of sexually assaulting female coworkers.
Now we hear that Tran is bankrolled by the very people trying to gut Prop 13. We can't trust Derek Tran.
Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content that's advertising.
Here's what voting yes on 35 means.
Yes means keeping hospitals and ERs open.
Yes means more healthcare workers.
And protecting Medi-Cal for 15 million Californians.
Without raising taxes.
Vote yes on 35.
Public servants are supposed to fight for us to make things a little easier. But Mike Garcia, he's only out for himself. Garcia took almost $1 million from Wall Street, and then he and his allies proposed gutting seniors' benefits, raising the retirement age, slashing Social Security funding, and privatizing Medicare, putting your hard-earned benefits at risk. Mike Garcia is lining his pockets, not fighting for us. HMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Rising healthcare costs are squeezing millions of Californians. Prop 34 will drastically cut the cost of prescription drugs for Medi-Cal patients, permanently authorizing California to negotiate lower prescription drug costs. And 34 will stop the squeeze on taxpayers too, requiring corporate pharmaceutical distributors spend their taxpayer funding directly on patient care. Millions in cost relief for patients, millions in cost savings for taxpayers. Yes, on 34. It's the right prescription.
We're used to corruption in Congress, but Ken Calvert said, "Hold my hot dog," and got named one of the most corrupt of all. Caught directing federal tax dollars to benefit his own real estate investments, Calvert then jacked up costs and made a fortune. Never mind that housing costs went up for Riverside families. 3 decades in Washington, and Calvert got up to $20 million richer. Riverside County pays the price. HMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Enough is enough. Enough
is enough. They're right. Enough is enough. I'm Nathan Hochman. It's time to join together and reject the extreme agenda and incompetence of George Gascon. As district attorney, I will restore independence and integrity, actually prosecute criminals, and provide care for the homeless. Together, we will restore our safety and security.
Fashion Island, where felonies are now in fashion. Armed robbery and LA-style murder, thanks to criminal coddling politicians like Dave Min. Min voted to end cash bail, risking violent criminals to be released back on the streets, trading in orange jumpsuits for street clothes, decked out in fashionable accessories like guns. Dave Min, fashionably liberal, foolishly dangerous for Orange County. Clover Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
I don't usually speak publicly about politics, but it's important you know just how extreme Michelle Steele is on abortion. Michelle Steele led the charge to pass this bill to ban abortion nationwide, including California. No exceptions for rape, no exceptions for incest, no exceptions to save a woman's life. I swore an oath to protect my patients. Michelle Steele's abortion ban threatened their lives.
HMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Here's what voting yes on 35 means.
Yes means keeping hospitals and ERs open.
Yes means more healthcare workers.
And protecting Medi-Cal for 15 million Californians.
Without raising taxes.
Vote yes on 35.
George Whitesides bankrolled a group pushing to exempt some child predators from registering as sex offenders. Whatever side you're on, George Whitesides is not on yours. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You're watching Sports Central on CBS Los Angeles, sponsored by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
And hello again, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Sports Central Sunday. I'm Jim Hill, joined by my partners, Tarek, Fattal, and Cravens. And gentlemen, as we get into this season more and more now, we're starting to see some pretty cool trends and some bad trends as well.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see some have and have-nots.
Yes.
For me, what stands out early on this Sunday, Cowboys. Cowboys, again, they drop another game. Dak Prescott leaves the game early, injured. What does that mean for them? What does that mean for Coach McCarthy? That seems to be a greatest hit the Cowboys constantly repeating on what they're up to each week, and they lose again this Sunday?
Yeah, for me, it'd be play calling. It's just play calling from a lot of different teams. You see the Saints throw a go ball on 4th and 4, down 1 point, almost at midfield. You had Kamara in the flat, and it's just questionable play calling. Same with the Browns. Jameis Winston has one good week, and then they get pass happy and try to force a bunch of throws and throws 3 interceptions. I think it's 10th game throwing 3 interceptions. Just a lot of questionable play calling at this point in the season.
It really shows in coaching, too. That is for sure. All right, my friends, here we go, because the Chargers were on the road for the 3rd time in the last 4 weeks today, facing the Cleveland Browns. Just